Hey guys, it's No Bartholomew here, making my first ever video, a review of Battlefield Play for Free. It's kind of a mix between Combat Arms and Call of Duty. It's like Combat Arms in that, well, let me say how it's the opposite of Call of Duty. In Call of Duty, if someone comes up to you, you knife them. You just click the stick and you knife them. But in Battlefield, if you choose to equip your knife, then you need to actually hit a key, like Combat Arms, switch to your knife, and then knife the person. So it's really not useful unless you're trying to sneak up on someone with not being heard. There's a smaller community, obviously, because the game is still in the beta stage. There are lots of beta keys still available, though, if you want to play it, and it's in beta by the time that you're watching this video. It's absolutely free to play. It's still in beta. You don't need to pay to access the beta. You just need a beta key. You can either get emailed one, or sometimes they post them on their main page, which is the Battlefield Play for Free site. You could just find it by Googling it. It's sort of like Call of Duty, but not in too many ways. Like Call of Duty, there's a level system. For example, there's, you go from level 1 and you get kills and destroy vehicles and get assists and things, and then you level up. Another thing that's not like Combat Arms, which I'm so ecstatic about, is that you can look down the sights. There's no just running into a room, blind firing, spraying shit all over the place. Some things I like about the game, there are vehicles. Vehicles are kind of a two-way street. They're overpowered like most vehicles are, because obviously they kind of have to be, because in real life a tank is going to kill you in one shot. So might a bullet also, but a tank is more obvious. There's a nice community. You really don't talk much with the other people, so it's great if you want to listen to music or kind of chillax with friends. It's not for the machinima director type, come look at my 65 and 1 gameplay at, brick shit house, So it's really casual and fun. It's not competitive per se. I mean, it is competitive because you want to do well, but it's not competitive in the sense like, oh, man, I need to become first. I need, the more kills I get, the faster I level up. And that's true, but you don't really strive to level up, because leveling up doesn't make a big difference. Because basically when you level up, you don't unlock new weapons or perks that are way overpowered, so that you're level 2, you're playing against someone that's level 60, fucked, but that's not quite it. The levels are much slower, and the upgrades don't really make much of a difference, so it's more casual. It's like, alright, let's see what I can do with my upgrade points. I just leveled up. Whatever. The upgrade system is upgrade points. You spend your upgrade points on an upgrade for your character. It's not like you buy a new weapon. You buy, you know how in Call of Duty you get X amount of points for a kill? Same concept in Battlefield Play for Free. You get credits for weapons, and like Combat Arms, you could choose to buy them for a day, time limit, as a trial, or you could choose to buy them forever, which costs more, but it doesn't cost the NX dollars, that stuff that you have to pay for from Nexon. You just buy it, and it's actually substantially cheaper than getting a permanent weapon from Nexon that you can, like in the GP buyable permanent weapons. Much cheaper. I think the M16 that I'm using in this video costs maybe 100 for a day and then 500 for forever. So back to pros and cons. It's a great time waster. It's just fun. You can not really play with your friends, but you can talk to your friends. You can just, you know, do whatever, play casually, take a break, sit out. The games, it's not quite like Combat Arms or Call of Duty, where you just you go back to the lobby, and in Combat Arms you could switch teams and such. Call of Duty, you can quit your matchmaking lobby and go find another. In Battlefield, it just kind of, you switch spawn points, and if you don't like the team that you're with, you can quit and hopefully join the new game with different people. Some cons of the game, things that I don't like, the vehicles, like I said before, they're kind of overpowered. Since it's in beta, I don't think that EA expected this many people to be on their servers, and also their individual servers, like Crysis, that people run their own servers, which they're actually doing on the beta. They're not running it on a general EA server. They're doing it on people's private networks. So it's laggy, it's buggy, it's in beta. That's the real purpose of the beta, not to play the game and have fun. I mean, that is the purpose of the game, but the purpose for EA is to, 1, put out something to shut us up, and 2, to find bugs in the game so when they actually release it, they don't have some major controversy where people are glitching through the walls and getting 5 million kills a game. Cons are, if you're like a junkie of, you know, man, I want a game where I can run all around the map and get 7,000 kills, it's not gonna be a game for you. It's more I want to say it's slower pace, because it's all for fun, really. I mean, people aren't gonna be cautiously sitting around trying to wait for their final kill in their kill streak to get their kill streak reward. They're not going to be doing that, because, well, there's no kill streaks in this game. It's just a simple go around, have fun, shoot some noobs. It's just a fun, casual game. Some more things that I don't like are the small weapon choice. Currently, each class, and there are 4 classes. There's a assault unit, which is what I am. There's an engineering unit, which is great for anti-vehicle operations. So I guess my stance against vehicles is kind of biased, because there are engineers with small submachine guns and little RPGs that can easily destroy vehicles. So I guess I'm kind of biased on that, but there's not a big weapon choice, especially for sniping. Sniping, the 2 snipers, and sort of all guns currently out. There's not a huge choice, and the weapons that are out, there's 2 for each class. Like I said, they're basically, they have the same stats. The only thing is the M16 that I'm using has a lot less recoil, because that's just how the M16 is compared to the other starter weapon, whose name currently escapes me. So there's small differences like that. Is what weapon do you feel comfortable with? The snipers are, goodness, just so horrific. It's basically, unless you get a headshot or the person already had taken about half their damage away by someone else, it's basically going to be a 2-shot kill, which is unlike Call of Duty. So if you're a big sniper in Call of Duty, then you're like, oh, you know, I'll just camp someplace and that'll be that. I'll just snipe and that'll be fine. It's not going to be the same experience. So if you are the patient type that likes to sit and just wait for your 2-shot kill, which you may not get, because once again you need to shoot them twice. Will you be able to do that? I mean, I'm a horrible sniper, so I can do it sometimes, but not really. Another thing that I don't like about snipers are the huge, giant bullet tracers. If you don't know what that is, it's basically when you shoot a sniper, there's a huge line that shows where you shot from and where you shot to through the air. It's like kind of like you split the air. So that irks me, because especially if you're trying to actually snipe, it's great